Hi everyone. In this old video, we saw how to talk to your PDF using retrieval augmented generation. For that, we used LangChain along with vector database, and we used Pinecone as vector database. So we made our own UI like this, and then we connected to OpenAI API and Pinecone database, and then we made chat here, and it worked. Now today we will see that how we can connect custom GPT, which is recently launched by OpenAI. So we will see how to connect custom GPT to the Pinecone database. So here I had created the Pinecone database, and first thing I need to do is I need to feed some data. I need to upsert some data to this vector database. So in last video also we saw how to upload the data. I will use same script and upload the data. So I have this upsert.py. What it does is it create embeddings and uploads data to the data Pinecone database, and whatever is the content of this data folder, all files or folders will be uploaded. So I will just run this script, python upsert.py. First, it will go through all files and give me the total estimated cost of creating, embedding, and uploading to the database. And if I press yes, then it will just upload the data. And here it's giving error because I had entered wrong name in vector database environment variable, this one. So I will just correct it in upsert.py. Here the database value is wrong, so I will correct it, and now it's ingesting the file. If we go ahead, and we can now see that some vectors are being uploaded. Okay, yeah. So vector count is increasing, means it started uploading, and soon it will finish. Now coming to the GPT. So most important, the first step was to upload data to database. After that, we need to make sure that we need to think how we can connect our this custom GPT to the Pinecone database. So for that, I tried two different approaches. So I will first say the first one. So in first approach, what I decided is that whatever the query which we pass to the custom GPT, it can use two actions. So using first action, it can talk to the OpenAI embeddings API, and then convert that query to the embeddings, and then it can use those embeddings to talk to the Pinecone API, and it can do the similarity search using API, and get the context from Pinecone database, and that context it can use to answer the queries. So for that, let's see if it's working in the Postman. So in first action, we will call this embedding API with our question. So suppose my question is quantum computing. What is quantum computing? And the content of the PDF which I have uploaded to vector database is also related to quantum computing. So first thing I will do the query, and it will give me the embeddings for that query. Then I want to copy the embeddings, and then I want to call Pinecone database for same embedding, the embedding which I got here. I had already pasted it here. So I want Pinecone to search for this embedding and give me the result. So let's call it. And here I got the response from Pinecone. And as part of metadata, I am getting some context. It's not much, but at least some data I am getting regarding quantum computing. And then I want this data to be used as context for the GPT, and GPT can answer using this data. So this was my initial assumption, and the thing which we did using Postman, same thing I want the GPT to do. So for that, I created two actions. So first one is talking to the OpenAI embeddings API, this one. And in embeddings API, I'm taking the query and feeding it, and it's giving me the output in form of embeddings, means vectors it's giving me. And first step also says that. Then I want to use second action, and second action is the call to the Pinecone database. This one, the query operation, and there I want to search for the vectors and do the similarity search for that vector and give the result. And once it receives the vector, I want to take the metadata text from that result and use as context. So suppose, let's see. Suppose I pass text like this, then this text action one will start, and it will it's asking me if it's want to talk to OpenAI, so I will allow, and OpenAI will send me the embeddings. It's like this. It's 1536 total numbers are here, and then here is the problem. So after first step, for second step it just gets stuck for some unknown reasons. Either it will just keep loading, or it will fail with some API related error. So in this approach I am stuck here, and still not much progressed. And I will share both schemas in the description, and you can also try. If you have any update, then let me know in the comments. For now I will just move on to the second approach. So in second approach, approach I got idea from this video by this channel AIA. So they are also using same concept. Instead of doing two actions, they have also created middleware, or some server is sitting in the middle, and instead of directly talking to the Pinecone and add a text embedding, we will talk to this middleware, and this middleware will do the all tasks. So what's my assumption here is that this vector is too big, that's why it's not able to handle, this GPT is not able to handle, and it's giving error. So if we offload that task of downloading the vector, and then doing the query operation to the Pinecone to the middleware, then we can easily get the context to the GPT, and it will give the answer as expected. So for that, this is the code which partially I took from that channel and partially rewritten. So this code, what this code does is that first it makes call to the OpenAI embedding to get the embeddings, and then it queries the database using that embedding, and then returns it. And here we are using fast API and render to host it. So I will just show how to host it on render.com and how to use it with GPT. So first of all, go to render.com dashboard, and create new web service. Here we need to pass the GitHub URL. So head over to GitHub and in this repo, go to this branch, custom GPT, and then just copy the URL and paste it here. So this code I had committed to GitHub and we are using it. After that, it will ask for the name of service. So I will just give Sumo, and it's asking branch. So I will just select the branch 15, custom GPT Pinecone, and runtime, we need Python for this, and the command, we will use this command. We will use uvcorn app. So this app means first app refers to the name of file, which is app.py, and second app refers to this app. Whatever instance of fast API which we are getting, that name is the second one, and in which port, what is the host, and in which port we want to host it. So I will just paste it here, and I will select the free plan, and now we need to add some environment variables. So we need to add all these environment variables there. OpenAI key is to talk to embeddings. Pinecone API, and these details are specific to Pinecone, and the render API token. Render API token is for the safety of the render server which we are hosting. So whenever OpenAI will call to this middleware, this middleware also will require API key for access, and that we are doing with the help of fast API. So let's create these variables and fill them. First one is we need Python version. Then we need OpenAPI key. Here we need 3.11.2 or any above. And we need Pinecone API key. We need Pinecone env and index. So Pinecone env, Pinecone index, and render API token. So render API token I will use 1, 2, 3 for now, but whatever value you use here, make sure that you use same value inside action of ChatGPT also, or custom GPT also. So I will just fill all these values and then click on create web service. So now I had started the deployment, and it's giving all details, and it will take some time, maybe around 5 minutes. Till that, let's go to the custom GPT and start creating it. So let's give it a name. Let's call Chatbit PDF, and in description Chatbit, I will just give same thing, Chatbit PDF. And for instructions, I will use the instruction that behave as user-friendly chatbot, and for queries, get context from database, vector database using action, and give answer only based on those context which you received. Now let's go and create new action. In authentication, I need to provide the API key. bearer and make sure this should be the API key which you gave there. So I give 1 2 3 and 1 2 3 here also. Now let's save it. Here it will ask for schema. So regarding schema, you can find it in the repo. So in schema, we are doing the call to the render server, and there we are passing the query request and getting the response, as response will be the context. Before updating the schema, we need the URL for that render.com deployment. So this is the URL. I will copy it from here and paste it here. Make sure that do not put slash at the end. Keep it till .com and you are ready to go. So just paste it in the schema section and go back here. And here we can see that Ubicorn running app is successful and it's running. Before just testing with custom GPT, let's test it with Postman. So I will paste the URL in body. We are sending query from ChatGPT, so it will be query, and here let's say send what is quantum computing, and also we need authorization, and in authorization we need API key, and in API key we need 1 2 3. Let's see. It says method not allowed because we want to post. Now it says not authenticated. So instead of API, let's switch it to bearer and let's try now. Yeah, it gave us the context. Same thing will happen when ChatGPT action will try to contact this API. Ask the question, what is quantum? I'm repeating the same question again. It will ask for confirmation. And here, this is the response which we got from the middleware. It's exactly same as the response which we got in Postman, and based on that response, it's giving us answer, and at the end it's giving context also, what context it used from Pinecone database to give us this answer. So this is how you can connect ChatGPT or OpenAI custom GPT with Pinecone database. And we discussed two methods, one with middleware and one without middleware, and without middleware is still not working for me. If it works for you, just let me know in the comments and I will update in the next video. So yeah, thanks for watching.